It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is Friday, day after Thanksgiving. We traditionally call it Football Friday, but the retailers call it Black Friday, and we're just calling it the final Friday of the regular football season for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. But there is yet another contest that will be due on Saturday. We'll touch that in just a moment. But on Thursday, the Turkey Day Bowl, Alabama State, true dominance over Tuskegee on yesterday. No problem for the Hornets in that battle as they finish on a strong note. Now there's going to be focus and all eyes on the BAYOU Classic. BAYOU Classic, of course, will be in New Orleans on this coming Saturday. No Coach Eric Dooley. Terrence Gray will be serving as the interim. First time that he has had the responsibilities of serving as the interim of this particular BAYOU Classic contest from both sides of the fence. So that's a very unique perspective from Coach Graves. Meanwhile, you have the Grambling State Tigers. They're coming in trying to finish off on a strong note over Coach Hugh Jackson. What's beautiful about this particular rival, not only is it the standalone rival toward the end of the season to bring a little pretty bow on the Southwestern Athletic Conference football series for that particular fall campaign, but this series is so close. This will actually be the 50th annual BAYOU Classic between these two programs. And let me add, even before I knew geographically where Grambling and Southern was located as a young kid, I was always captivated by this game. The brilliant uniform colors, the time you would have it on NBC, and it was just a really thrilling and exciting time. But not knowing, because on the outside looking in, just how close this rival is. As of today, before this 50th annual kickoff for the BAYOU Classic, it is actually 25-24 in favor of the Southern Jags in far as wins for this great classic game. And it just doesn't get any better than that when you talk about the rival aspect of it. Now, some rivals have been one-sided for quite some time, but this one right here is strictly to the core a rival. And in former cases, and in many cases, this particular rival game would be determining who would represent the West for the Southwestern Athletic Conference Championship. Although it's not the case for this 2023 campaign, still a very intriguing winner-take-all situation. Both teams are coming in with an overall record of 5-5. And, of course, the winner will secure a winning season, and the loser will have a losing season. So there's a lot at stake, even though there are no playoff or championship implications for this particular contest. When you look at all the recent dynamics, in particular of last week, that has taken place leading to this contest this weekend, you would think that momentum would be on the side of the Grambling State Tigers, but not so fast. We are talking about a rival game. Now, because I don't have a necessarily dog in the hunt, I am on record with Coach Pettaway and our Pick'em segments that I am thinking that the Grambling State Tigers will find a way to win this game, but it will be a very competitive game, in my opinion. But GSU will be the last team standing at the end of the 2023 edition of the BAYOU Classic. As I mentioned, I do have a fondness for this game because of all the nostalgia, all of the tradition that is connected to it. And you may recall that this game is a comparison, for my personal viewing pleasures, of that of Army-Navy. It's just something so majestic for me to watch the Army-Navy battle, which of course will be next week, and comparison to this Southern Grambling deal. I enjoy both games thoroughly, and I can't wait to partake in a very well-balanced attack from both programs and some entertaining gameplay. We will be focusing in more detail as we get closer to the SWAC championship game between the FAMU Rattlers and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers to take place in Tallahassee, Florida on December 2nd, 3 p.m. Central Time. We cannot wait to break down the X's and the O's. We'll hear from Coach Northern. We're scheduled to hear from the Prairie View coaching staff and a whole lot more leading to the week's coverage of SWAC Championship 2023. I want to remind you guys that you will be able to partake in that game throughout its entirety right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are still asking those who can and would help support our cause with a $20 donation that you can make toward the Cash App application, $OBM Radio, to help us cover the expenses necessary to bring you that game. We are looking forward to it from start to finish. We want to thank you guys so much for joining in with us throughout this Thanksgiving weekend, and hopefully that you're not too stuffed with all the trimmings that come with it, but more importantly, you've been able to enjoy family, friends, and some good quality food and reflect on that we all truly have something to be thankful about. I am going to exit stage left for right now because my time is far spent, but I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Do remind you that you can follow me on X at The Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Hit that bell notification. That way you'll always be informed on any and all releases from the network. And please visit the website for our 24-hour stream at obmradio.com. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.